Welcome to Deep Speak, where we ask the questions to the answers of the universe. Satan's on a suicide mission to take as many down with him as he can because he knows his days are numbered.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And so when that kind of comes back to that whole like doubling down, he's not going to give up. He's going to go down and pull as many with him as he can. And so it's going to get harder to not fall for it and to fall into it. And even those with great hearts will be swayed. They're going to be triggered or challenged in ways that they're going to set you up in a way that's like, okay, now fight for your country.
Yeah.
Like, who are you fighting against? You know, a lot of the people their hearts are being turned very easily to hate, to turn towards hate, towards Putin, towards Russia. Yeah. And they don't even know what's actually going on. You know, nobody does.
Right.
And so be careful. Guard your heart.
But it's so easy right now because it's hard for our human minds to wrap our head about like what Satan actually is. Like, it's not an entity. Right. I don't believe it's an entity. It's a consciousness or lack thereof. It's an attachment to this physical realm, and he or whatever Satan is will use things that are all interwoven into our lives. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I always picture somebody maybe with that own a lot of things. And once you threaten that, like, Satan will be like, are you really going to give up your mansion and your yacht? And they'll be like, oh, hell no, I'm not. And then he abducts you into, you know, that lifestyle in the name of protecting your things that you own, you know, and that's just kind of a generic example, but.
Well, and it's easy maybe for us to see that as much as, but he'll also do it in ways of like just slowly. I think that he's a little more slow about just entering in. He'll take facts and then twist them inside of you.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Like, well, you know, Putin was bad in the past.
Right.
What would make him good now?
Right.
And I'm not saying he's good now, but like, well, of course we would hate him.
Well, that's what that.
Hate him.
That's
Don't
what
you think
that.
You should hate
exactly.
him. We should all hate him.
That's what that energy does anyway. It would be taking a flaw of your, you know, someone you love, and well, remember that one time they said or did this? Doesn't that make you wonder?
Focus your energy.
Where does that come from? Yeah.
Feel how
and it starts
angry
out
that
with a
makes
whisper, and
yep.
That you're absolutely right. Satan, whatever that energy is very sneaky, manipulative.
It's not usually in your face. Like, oh, that's evil. Let me stay away.
It's not.
It's always like, it looks like it's good.
It actually is.
Appealing.
Yeah, it looks like it's good. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, and then he just sneakily, you know.
I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just trying to help you out.
I'm just trying to save grandma.
Trying to save grandma.
Right. I want the children to be safe. Be sure to give them the jab.
To be safe. Yeah.
Old people and children. Don't you love them?
Yeah.
Do you hate grandmas?
Anti-old people?
Yeah. Don't you want them to be safe?
You're reckless.
Right. Wow. And selfish.
Extremely selfish.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
If you don't wear a mask in your car, you're selfish.
You're selfish.
Because a virus could get out.
And
you go somewhere.
Uneducated.
Yeah, and it doesn't reckon well with logic, which is funny.
Yeah.
You know, like it's so emotional based, which is so strange.
Yeah, manipulative, extremely manipulative. One of the easiest ways to manipulate people is by emotion.
Yes. Yeah, if you don't have that balance, I think that's one of the biggest things we're learning too is you have to have a balance between logic and emotion. You have to have a balance in all things. I think we're really learning about balance right now too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? How do you stand your ground but not be hateful, angry, or fearful?
Right.
You know, how do you do both?
And how do you love and maintain peace,
but not be a wuss
and push your head in the sand or be ignorant,
or be pushover and just fall for it and just go along with it. You've just heard a deep bite from our Deep Speak podcast. To hear the full episode, head on over to deepspeakpodcast.com. While you're there, come hang out with us and join the Deep Speak community at the Deep Speak Club, our members-only area, where you can find exclusive members-only content, courses, chats, merchandise, and more. Come get deep with us at deepspeakpodcast.com. See you all there.